Dr. Mark Changizi here with your Science Moment. Is Islam responsible for Islamism? By Islamism, I mean radical jihad. I mean the forces like Hamas, Hezbollah, Islamic Republic of Iran, Islamofascism, right? Is Islamofascism due to Islam generally? And there's a lot of folks on my side in terms of being anti-Islamofascist that are on my side in that respect, but their attitude is that Islam equals Islamism. That is, they conflate the two. Now, this is an important thing to push back on, and I've been pushing back on this since the beginning. I mean, Islam has a deep problem because Islamism is a very small minority, but they're, of course, a deeply dangerous radical minority, and they forever cause problems. But is jihadism, is Islamism due to or because of Islam? Now, first of all, you should remind yourself that most Muslims all over the world are not Islamists. They're not. They don't have any. They don't back radical Islam. There's whole countries that are, in fact, the victims of Islamofascism. All of Iran, for example. These are the victims. One of the main victims of Islamofascism, of Islamism, are Muslims. Right? So most Muslims are not Islamists. The greatest number of folks who are victims of Islamism are Muslims. 3, you can say, well, Mark, all of these Islamists are Muslim. Yeah, well, so what? All of the Nazis were Christian, right? Are you really going to get confused by the fact that just because something is one kind of thing, does that mean all of those other things are this? Are all Christians and Nazis just because the Nazis were Christian? They deemed themselves to be Christian. But why would that confuse you? It doesn't confuse you. Islamists, yes, are Muslim, but that doesn't mean it's the other way around. And I want to really point out this fourth point I want you to focus on. Who are some of the biggest supporters in the world of Islamofascism? Who are they? Right? Of course, it's some minority of Muslims, but who are they? These are non-Muslims in the West, primarily progressives. People on the far left. The greatest supporters of Islamofascism are progressives on the left, and also these woke rights that I've been on and on about for the last 3.5, 4 years. Both of these far left and far right folks, non-Muslims, completely support Islamofascists. They think that they're freedom fighters, right? How did all of these Westerners fall into supporting Islamists? It's not because of Islam that did that. It's not because they're Muslim that did that. Maybe there are other sorts of complex reasons for why both Western radicals as well as Muslim radicals end up falling down the drain into these sorts of evil principles and not Islam per se. And that was your Science Moment.